Hey there, everybody. It's Pastor Jay here. I got on for a second. I want to chat something that's very important to me as I grow inside of what we call Christianity. And I want to talk about this because it's so important, and I think it's imperative that I talk about this because for some reason the body of Christ is sloping into an integrity issue here. Well, okay, let me start out by saying this. Today I had the most interesting experience, and I'm high on respect, and I'm high on integrity. And anytime I encounter somebody, I want to encounter you, number one, in love. I never want to, at any time, approach someone in a disrespectful, my posture is off, or, you know what, even if I'm having a bad day, I never ever want to injure anyone, even if I'm having a bad day, because I do understand that we all have them. But when it comes to the body of Christ, we do not know how to channel our emotions. We tend to insult, disrespect, and harm people, even people that are not Christians, and they have interaction with us, and then their experience with us is not always a good one. But I want to say this, and I want to say this as kind as I can, but it may not be kind because it was one of my experiences today that I had with assisting another church. Okay, I have so not only am I a pastor, but I am a chief administrator of our church. And what I do is I do all of the important paperwork and documents and making sure of the legalization of our church and whatsoever, right? So I have been administrating another church. I have been doing some paperwork for them, and I've been trying to be as kind and up forward and informative as I possibly can. Well, today just made me regret that I ever assisted them. And the reason I say that, and you know what, when you're a pastor, you always want to shrug and put it on the other shoulder, right? And say, you know what, it's okay. It happens. Well, in this case, I've been experiencing defamation of character. I have been experiencing all type of attacks from this particular ministry since I've been assisting them, right? And I have been doing some great things for them. I have been making everything legal for them. I have just been making life a whole lot easier for this ministry. And in the process, I have been getting slighted, disrespected. My character has been attacked. That it's defamation of character. My family, my husband, all of us it has been a nightmare for us. It has been a nightmare of an experience. And I got on to say this, you know what, when you are truly a child of God, He didn't say that you wouldn't be attacked, because you will be. But when it comes from the inner circle, it's another type of attack, because the inner circle, we know who the devil is, right? We know who Satan is on all angles. We know what he comes to do: kill, steal, and destroy. But when you lend your body to him, and you know that you are supposed to be a child of God, knowing that your position is to not let Satan use you, or to give Satan the permission to walk up into any type of business that you're dealing with one another, we know that that's a no-no. But in this case, I have realized the blinders are off, that not everybody that say they love Jesus, and not everybody that say they're for Christ, they're for Christ. It's just the way it is. And I have come to the knowledge to expect certain people to be the way they are. And I told my husband today, I said, I no longer will assist this church. I will write the bill, and I will close the door, because my kindness and my love and my hard work has been taken for granted. And no longer will I be taken for granted, because I know my capability. I know what I have been educated upon to do. So at this time in my life, I am going to walk away from this particular ministry. And all I'm going to ask for them, and if you guys feel something about this conversation that I'm having with you all, and I would love for you guys to chime in and just say something to me. Maybe as a pastor, as a pastor, I understand how my lay members may feel sometimes, and that's why I'm so careful how I approach them, how I treat them, because I am aware that the powers that be that are in leadership can be disrespectful, and sometimes we can mishandle those that serve us. And I happen to be in a position to serve another ministry that I didn't have to, okay? I did it out of the kindness of my heart, right? And with expectancy that they were going to treat me well as such, but they did not. Not only did they not do what they should have done for me, they did defile my name. And so with that being said, and I know what Jesus said, that Jesus told us clear, listen, he was persecuted, I will be too, but you know what? It's something else when you start to see it come from the in circle versus on the outside, because you know what the outside is capable of doing, but when it comes from the inside is when it comes a little different. And you know what? I'm not even so much angry about this, because anger is not what it is. I'm more so, I feel taken for granted. I feel slighted. I feel disrespected. I feel like, if I wouldn't have stepped in, I know this for sure. If I wouldn't have stepped in, a lot of crucial things would have happened to this ministry for them. But I used the love of Christ, and I made a Christ decision when assisting them. And this is the thanks that I get for it. So if you guys want to chime in and just, say something to me, it's fine. Let me tell you, I'm not above godly criticism. That's one thing about me. I am a humble person. I don't let my title go to my head, because I don't need to, because I'm a servant to God. And I try to let him use me in every way that he can, even when it comes to showing love to anybody and everybody that I can. But on this note, I'm going to chime out now, and I'm just going to say, you know what? I chalk this up as a lesson learned, and I paid for it, but I'm going to write the bill, and I'm going to send the bill, and I'm out. I will not be doing any more services for this particular church now that I have experienced the leader of the house, and the leader of the house is not saved from my point of view. There is no God from what I heard today. I think he needs to go back and really talk to the Lord and let God do a circumcision on his heart, because to mishandle me and my husband, who were genuine to you, we loved y'all and we did our best. But today was unjust service to such humble people. Bye, y'all.